Alright, out here on the river. This is the beginning of a series called Budget Fly Fishing. This series is just going to test out different budget options for fly fishing, as well as talk about different ideas and techniques to be able to enjoy fly fishing and the hobby of fly fishing without breaking your own budget. So, let's get to it. So when you're first getting into fly fishing, it can be pretty intimidating and challenging, especially, even if you have experience. Even if you have experience fishing with normal spinning rod. Some things kind of transfer over, some things don't. For me, when I first started, the most intimidating thing was the cost of everything. It really pushed me away for a long time because I just couldn't afford it. I didn't have it in my budget to justify a $150 to $200 rod and reel combo, even though it came with everything. Now, for some of you, that could work. That's just fine, and that's awesome. Do it then. But there are some people out there that, they have a hard time with that budget, and so I'm trying to tell you that you shouldn't let that happen. There's still options out there for you if you have a lower budget than $100. So there are rods that cost, $50 to even $60 at times, and they're a whole combo. One of the rods is the rod I fished with. I have fished with, and I still fish with. Let me grab it. This rod altogether was $40. It came with a reel. That's not the reel it came with though. The reel it came with I didn't really like, and I changed it out. And that's something you can do as you figure out what you want to do with your fly fishing gear and what you want on it. But this reel I bought for another $50. So altogether it was close to just under $100. This set even came with fly line, a leader, and a box of like 6 or 7 flies, all for $40. Now when you're first starting fly fishing, this is great. This is great to learn how to cast, learn all the basics of fly fishing, like mending and how to set up a certain leader a certain way with your fly, or how to fish a dry fly, how to nymph, and all that stuff. So if you're first getting started, it's okay to buy these $50, $60 rod sets. Learn the basics, learn how to do it. And while you're doing that, save up for an even better rod if you want. If you don't want to go even better or get a nicer rod, or a more expensive rod I should say, that's fine. This rod can still carry you through. A cheaper rod. So my point is, don't let cost of materials or fly rod and all that stuff deter you from getting started. There are many options out there, and I'll have some down in the description talking about, or some links in the description to fly rod options that are under $100. But when you're just getting started, you can't get any better than this, in my opinion. Now, like I said, if you are starting into fly fishing and you have a budget that you can spend $100 to $200 on a flyer combo set, great, do that. Same thing, same advice. Learn the basics, use it to learn the basics, and then once you get confident and know what to look for in fly rod and know how to fly fish better and know the area you're fly fishing, then you'll be better armed, with knowledge of what you want in the future, and you'll feel a little more comfortable and confident buying a more expensive rod when you go and buy a new rod. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short video talking about budget fly fishing and budget fly fishing rods. Yes, they're worth it when you're first learning how to fish and fly fish. So I recommend it, and I'll have, like I said, links to different options in the description. But don't let anything deter you from getting out on the water. Do your best to try and get all the gear you need so you can get on the water and put a bend in that rod. And you'll have an exciting and fun time. Trust me. See you next time.